Huh? ఇది వేరే
Good morning to the esteemed guests, all the students, all the young minds sitting here, and definitely my college mates. We are the students of Vignan Bharati Institute of Technology, VBIT. The sunrise today we are gathered. It is not just like in another day. No, we have gathered here for a purpose. Let us just find out what is the purpose. So, before diving into the topic directly, let me just begin with a question. Just raise your hands. How many of you are familiar with the word coffee or enjoy a sip of coffee? Well, even I am one among them, definitely. And I guess both of us are in the same club, the coffee club. Okay, so I think that all of us are here familiar with the word coffee. But what is the key ingredient in coffee? Is it milk?
Caffeine.
Caffeine, exactly. So caffeine is the key ingredient in coffee. And what exactly is caffeine? Drug. Okay. So caffeine is not just a boosting element. It is a legal drug, and all of us definitely know that, don't we?
Yes.
We know that, but after knowing that, is it that we restrict ourselves from drinking coffee?
No.
Do we directly say no to coffee because it contains caffeine?
No.
Is it? No, we don't do. Even I don't do. Even I will have a coffee if offered. So, to dive into the topic, to introduce for what purpose we all are gathered here, we have my friend Hitin, who will start with the poetic journal. मैं नशा हूँ, नशा, drug. Over to you, Hitin.
loudly.
Good morning, one and all. I'm Hitin, representing my college VBIT. So here is the poem on drug addiction. मैं नशा हूँ, मैंने अच्छे भले घरों को उछड़ते देखा है, एक उज्जवल भविष्य को अंधकार में बर्बाद होते देखा है। मैंने मासूम बच्चों को यूं अनाथ होते देखा है। मैंने नौजवान लड़कों को यूं नशे की दलदल में फंसते देखा है। मैंने उस लाचार माँ के बहते आंसुओं को देखा है। This poem illustrates for the fact that the consumption of drug leads to a severe damage to the work performance as well as the relationship. So I raise a voice saying no to drug and yes to the beautiful future which is ahead. Thank you.
As he said, nasha, drugs. What do we understand by the word drugs? What is drugs in your perspective? What is drugs in the perspective of children? How do you define the word drugs? Just now we see caffeine is a kind of drug. But what do we exactly mean by the word drug? Because all of us know that drugs were basically invented as a useful human resource, right? But from when did that useful human resource, the substance which was for our benefit, turn into addiction? How did this transition happen? From when did the prescription in a note to addiction to overdose? ये कैसे हुआ? How did this path just establish? And why only the young minds who is being affected so much a deep forest where it is very tough for them to come back. What is happening there? Let us question. Let us think upon this. And this is why all of us are gathered here. The topic, drug addiction in children. A very sincere and severe topic which all of us need to focus a lot on this. While going through this, there is a story. There is a story of two guys who fell in the same trap. They were definitely children. Now, what happened with them? How did they fall into the trap? Did they really come out of the trap? Or are they still fighting there? Let us know why. What happened with them? Let us maintain that curiosity. So I'll just take a pause here and I'll hand over the mic to Shravya, who will basically give us insights on what is drug, what is addiction, what do you understand by addiction, why children are the targets, the easy targets, and we'll maintain the curiosity of the story as well. Over to you, Shravya.
Well, firstly, how many of you heard the word drug abuse or substance abuse? At least once. Okay. Before we get into the topic really, let me tell you a very short story. I read in a novel that there was a good student who cracked his JEE mains and secured a seat in a top engineering college. After that, with his friends and his bad company, he was exposed to drugs. With that, even though he tried to come out of it, he was unable to come out of it. Always remember, my friends, when you consume drugs once, drugs start consuming you. It was then when he was hospitalized, his parents were left helpless and the regret in his eyes that he can't do anything except accepting it. But the change in the story is that he came out of it. He survived with the support of his friends, awareness centers and rehabilitation centers. I'll tell you the story in detail, don't worry. Firstly, let me talk. Why does this happen? Why do students get attracted to it fast? The basic easy word is stress. The stress, what is stress actually? Maybe their own assumption, I can't do it. Maybe if I do it, that judgment. Okay, if I do, I may not win. Maybe something like that, stress, peer pressure, we also call it a peer pressure. So, because of so many reasons, and there's also a myth that drugs make you feel pressurized. They take you to the whole world, you know, you have pink sky, something like that. So, because of those things, they get addicted to it. And also lack of knowledge. They don't have practical knowledge. Because of that, they try, even like, you know, if anyone come and say, you take it, you don't know. Our favorite hero on the screen did the same. You want to become hero? So let's start it. Just with a single word and due to lack of awareness, it is that they started. And because of that wrong step they take once, their whole bright future is dark. That is why we have to study this. That is the reason why drug education is important in students' life. Okay, we got to know the reasons why students get exposed to drugs. And we also got to know the importance why we should study about drug education. Have you ever thought the problems we get if anyone takes drugs? It directly affects our brain. And if the brain isn't working, the neuron, the nervous system will be damaged and the whole body collapses. Not only that, your family, your social, your professional life, everything collapses. And with that, your bright career, the hopes your parents have on us will also collapse. Do we think because of little pressure on, okay, let's say, because of a sad day or one sad moment, we'll risk our whole future? That is the importance why awareness is very important. And for that, we are gathered here. With that, what we feel strongly is that the prevention for this dangerous addiction is right education. That is the reason we are here with our topic, Preventive Education in Educational Institution. So, putting on lights on few preventive methods, first thing is peer evaluation. What is peer evaluation? We brown sugar, or any kind of harmful drug, and we are aware of it. And what can we do there? Tell our authorities, say our class teachers or our principal regarding it, so that they can stop it there. Yes, we can do peer evaluation to protect our friends, our dear ones. Next, what can we do? Conducting interesting workshops, guest lectures, educational envoys, such that we have experts from the industry like psychiatrists. We can have them in a college and conduct workshops where students get inspired and then have a clear picture of what is good and what is bad, right? Apart from that, what all we can do? Something like art gallery, pictures, posters. Apart from that, change should start from our home. Parents should also support the students. That is, if they're feeling a bit low or maybe low marks, it is also that parents should accept it. Parents should encourage them, and also if it's okay if they, beat one, because future and the kid is most important than anything else in the society. And what else we can do apart from these all? We can also take the help of the media, the social influencers, and promote awareness for this. Is it so? Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we are gathered here for such an important and noble cause, it is our all responsibility to spread awareness. And now we have Mahesh continuing the presentation.
Okay guys, I think you come to know what we want to explain, right? Let's make it more simple. The main thing about it is, in this present situation, the drug is so generalized. And how the phyllid word is destroying our whole generation? You know, right? Drugs are already destroying our whole generation. But the worst thing about it is so generalized and it is made as a day-to-day life activity for many people. The thought must be changed. Whereas they are comparing it in such a way that 15 years back they said smoking is very injurious. Now it has become common. And 25 years back they said alcohol is very, very dangerous. Now it is common. They are thinking that it is present trend. The thought must be changed. These are not at all same. Let me explain with my personal experience. Okay. At Bagurtundi, lockdown time, 14th August 2020. You know, article chadava. Bihar lo Naeem Khan అని ఒక వ్యక్తి. He is a drug addict. అయితే అతని మీద బీహార్ లో ఒక కేసు రిజిస్టర్ అయింది. ఆ కేసు ఏమై ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటున్నారు? డ్రగ్ అడిక్షన్ కదా. ఇలా చాలా మంది కాదు, నేను కూడా అదే అనుకున్నాను. కానీ కేసు అయితే అది కాదు. కేసు ఏంటో తెలుసా? 50 రూపీస్ వాళ్ళ అమ్మ వీట్ కొనుక్కోవడానికి ఇవ్వలేదని ఆమెను కిరాతకంగా చంపిన కేసు. బీహార్ మొత్తాన్ని షేక్ చేసిన కేసు. లుక్, ఇది చూసిన తర్వాత నేను ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయాను. ఏంటంటే ద స్మాల్ డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ డ్రగ్ అడిక్ట్ అండ్ నార్మల్ పీపుల్. దిస్ ఈస్ ద వెరీ వెరీ డేంజరస్. ఓకే, లెట్ మీ షో యూ a pictorial representation. Whereas come to statistics, you can see that in our whole world, 39.5 billion people are already addicted to drugs. That means it's a lot. In our whole world, a country is completely destroyed. Right? What about the future? In each and every decade, 41% of the drug users are increasing. If this continues, the rest of the history will be changed. Let's have a look at an anime. Very good. Okay. In this video, they will show that how the parents must spend at least some time with the children. I'm not talking about each and everyone. There are few parents who are very busy in their works, right? But let's just think. What if we sit and talk with our children for some time? That's a lot for them. That can change very, very much on them. Okay, right? That's there in this anime. And also everybody know that we are evolved from monkeys, right? We are evolved from monkeys. Those drugs devolve us and take us to the monkey state, a rock state, where the people don't do anything. Let's compare ourselves with monkeys. What does a monkey know? No ethics, no values, no relations. Are we monkeys?
No.
No, right? The answer you must know. And each and everyone have a choice to say yes or no. The choice is yours. And you are the person who need to decide. Don't say to me, say to yourself. And the further will continue by my friends.
Hello guys, good morning everyone. And as my friend said, the choice is yours. But I want to just give a small clarity, the way your choice is going to be wrong and the way from where you are getting influenced. The basic thing from influencing from this we are knowing is social media. As we see, this generation is so much addicted to social media. As the children, you have to have a basic knowledge that you have to know which thing is to be taken from social media and which thing is to be avoided from the social media. As if now, you have to have a clear clarity. And further, I'll talk to you. Now, my questions go to some parents. As if now I have 2 parents right now. I'm just going to have a few inquiry kind of a thing now. Okay, then I think your children will be using social media, right?
Yes.
You know it. You know it.
Yes.
Do you know how much time that your children is using the social media? Do you know? For sure.
Yes.
For sure. You think that he is definitely saying that he is using social media from so and so time? Even though, ma'am. You can see that the people. If okay, ma'am. Let's have a small talk. Okay. Just we don't want to make an argument. Just clarification. just clarification. If he uses social media, and do you know that what kind of things he is watching in social media?
Yes.
You know that he is only using application called some Instagram, some Facebook, some YouTube. Do you know what he is watching inside it?
Luckily, our kids are still young, so I agree with you. This is the one they do it.
It's up to only 6 o'clock, ma'am. After you sleep, there may be something else. It's up to 6 o'clock, I guess. So.
He's telling the time because he's doing the same time. I got you right.
Even I see after late nights, I'm having good clarity. I will be watching it, but I'm having good clarity what is good and what is bad. So there is no problem with me.
You're
Right?
not kids.
Yeah, kids. So they are definitely the maximum people are knowing what is drug is from like social media and some movies and some like web series. So the parents should guide them and should check them what they are doing from the social media and what they are watching from the social media, so that we can refer them some other things. As if now there are so many great people that have come up without using social media. According to me, as your generation is not good familiar with the social media, but sitting in this place as you are going to judge this many people. So I think that in each generation there is no need of using social media. But as if now so many students are having some WhatsApp groups and all those things, they are needed for that, and it should be a limit, and parents should know what the limit is, and they have to know if their children are crossing the limits, and if they are crossing the limits, don't be so rude. Even that kind of thing, we have to not be so rude, ma'am. If you are rude, if you are so rude, they can also say, they can take some more other choice. They may take wrong step. First, we have to make them know what is right. Then after, if they are going in the same way, then we have to go in another way. That's what I want to say, and I want to conclude with a strong quotation. Prevention is always better than a curation.
Curation.
Cure.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, and VBIT is signing off.
So it's all our teamwork. So I visited to various government schools and primary schools. So where I interacted with various people, various school students, and even the management. So when I talked with principals, they said like they encountered such cases they have faced, and they're trying to still restrict it. And when I interacted with the children, they are like some children are aware of it, and there are many children who are not aware of it. So we make now we are huge team. So what our idea is, we take a team from every individual college. So we'll form a cell, and we work for spreading awareness to the children, so that we can prevent children from getting addicted. So this is what our idea is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait. Do you all guys think the session is over so soon? No. It is not. We have a game for all of us to play. Let us quickly come to the game, so that we'll get back the energy. Come on.
So we strongly believe that you gain some valuable insights from the session.
Yes.
So let's play a small game, that is good me, bad me. So if it is a good behavior or if it is a good suggestion, you should say yes, yes, thank you. And if it's a bad suggestion, you should say no, no, thank you. Is that alright? What if
2 minutes.
No problem. Carry on.
What if someone asks you to read a book?
Yes, yes, thank you.
What if someone suggests you to drink alcohol at a party?
No, no, thank you.
What if someone asks you to read a novel or participate in elocution?
Yes, yes, thank you.
What if someone exposes you to drugs?
No, no, thank you.
You're all on the right path. Thank you.
We know we have conducted a lot of this awareness session from the day one, the moment we started this drug thing, we came to know long back about this. And each one of us know that we shouldn't be. As you said that coffee is something that we are addictive, but still we consume it. We just consume it because we feel very relaxed in it. Maybe it is the same case, the one who is always stressed, right? So as you said, there are a lot of suggestions, one of the factors that you just said. But when it comes to, awareness,